Hi, I'm Justin. I'm going to be showing you how to fix a polyamide issue for broken polyamide. So the first step is you want to remove the handle. That is underneath this. You need to remove it. It's 2 screws. Pull it out. Most of the time, your polyamide snap will be right here. So you need to call us and get a replacement piece, but it's usually this one, right underneath. Because this connects to the wheels, like they all do. This one seems to be the one that snaps more often than others. So what you need to do next is loosen up the wheels and remove the wheels. So you would need a 4mm Allen wrench. There's 4 set screws, 2 per wheel, right next to where the wheel is. So you need to loosen them. You need to loosen them very far. So now after you loosen the wheels, again there's 4, make sure they're all loosened pretty far. You want to disconnect, this little piece pops off, you'll see a screw. You want to disconnect the style from the rail, the wheel connection. Just loosen the screw. You want to remove this actually all the way. After you take out the screw, you want to swing this part out and pull. If it does not come out, one of them is giving you issues. One of them is staying tight. Just go back and make sure they're all very loose. Remove. So you would always need to pull this out of the bottom if it has a recessed pull. If it has a recessed pull, which is this here, the anti-slam mechanism cannot make it past. So what you want to do is you got to center this. I can show you with one here. These gears sit inside a routed location inside here so it can move properly, up and down. But as you can see, there's a flat spot where there is no gear. Gear, right here, flat. That is about right there. That is where you want to be to slide it. If you try to slide against the gears, you can damage the anti-slam mechanism or the style itself. So you want to make sure that you're centered as you're sliding it out. You can use a 2mm to keep it centered by putting it into this hole here. Once you put it in, look it around and make sure you cannot go up or down. Now that it's centered, you just push and slide it out the bottom. Sometimes it's pretty hard, but you can see as it comes out, I'm gonna keep popping these off. But remember which order they went in. Bring it out. Bring it out. Pop. So on and so forth. Like I said before, typically this is the one that gives the most problems because it's below the handle. You can look inside the style and you can see the handle's not operating the wheels. It's most likely because that has snapped. So we will send you a replacement one. Put it back, pop it in just like that. You want the groove side of the mechanism to face the groove side, just like that. Slide it in, just like that. Make sure that it is inside. There's a channel inside here that holds these. So the groove itself fits just like that inside the channel. Then you just want to keep connecting in the reverse order. So this relies on being tight so that the handle operates the wheels correctly. So you want to make sure you're centered, make sure the anti-slam mechanism is centered to this. When there's a square, you want to get underneath and look. Make sure you're at the square. Pop the handle back on, put your screws in, and you're good. I would leave this facing the glass, over the glass, horizontal for a while because you want to make sure you're making the right turns. Okay, so when you're putting the wheels back in, your open side is not your adjustment side. Your adjustment side will be over here. So that is the first one you want to put in. You can see the Allen for the adjustment, the set screw for the adjustment. Now put it in just like you did, where the groove sits. Just like that. Then this piece does the same thing. it connects to the polyamide. Center meat connecting the two wheels. We'll do the same thing. Make sure it goes down that groove. The next piece will be here. The swing swings around and connects to the piece that we took off before. So you would start with your connection here. Again, just continue it with the groove.
Yeah.
Put this in the groove as well. Just like that. Now this does not fit in the groove. It sets against the edge of the style. So you want to push until that's against, swing the arm. What you want to do is take your handle, which you should still have connected, and pull it down, which is pulling that up. So now I can fit back behind it.
Yeah.
Then you reattach your screw, nice and tight. Pop this piece on. Then you want to tighten your wheels. The 4mm Allen key. Make sure they're nice and tight. And that's it. So if there's a situation that a different one breaks, just let us know which one it is and we will send you that, and this is how you replace them.